What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Overdose. I'm your host, Don Jizzy. Now, today I am joined with a special guest. Introduce yourself.
Danessa Rhea.
All right, Danessa. You done a couple of red pill videos. How do you feel about red pills so far as a culture, as a movement?
I think, honestly, it makes for great conversation. And I like that we're able to kind of have, I think me and you have very different opinions and perspectives on things, but we're able to talk about it in like a respectful way. And like your opinion has helped my perspective change a little bit and kind of open my eyes to things that maybe I didn't think about before. So I appreciate that.
Okay, let's get it. So today's video we're about to watch is why you can't be just her friend. Now, do you have guys that are friends in your life?
So I definitely have males that I consider associates. There are guys that I have love for. I want them to succeed. I care about them. But I personally don't put myself in any situation to like go to the movies or go to hang out or like whatever, spend the night at your house after the club or anything like that. Just because I personally think it's really hard for people to kind of have 100% purely platonic relationships in this day and age.
And it's not,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like if I were to right now message one of my guy friends and I was like, hey, you want to go to the movies and out to eat and then come over afterwards, we can watch a movie and hang out, they're probably gonna think, like, well,
of course,
you know what I'm saying? And so I just don't want to put myself in that situation because it's not fair to them, because I don't want their head to think like, oh, something more is going to happen.
Got you.
When that's not going to happen.
Want it to happen.
Yeah, because I think that you should focus that energy on a girl where something like is going to happen and not me, because I'm just being a distraction to you.
We on the same page. All right, let's jump into the video.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. All right, guys, I got a good video for y'all today, bro. We talking about why men and women cannot be just friends, bro. But you see your boy today got a haircut, man, got a lineup. Guys, before I get into the video, I got a PSA for y'all. Before I even get into this video, I need all my boys to listen up. I need all y'all to listen up, bro. Guys, make sure you are getting the lineup and looking fresh every single week, all right? I don't care if you could, bro, save money, invest in yourself to be able to get a lineup every single week. I cannot stress how this has changed my life tremendously, bro. I have said this on my stories, and I don't mean to ramble about this before I get into the video, but bro, getting the lineup and looking fresh every single week it just gives me tremendous confidence. It makes me feel good, and it makes me stand out from other guys. So before I get into the video, I want to let y'all know you will change your dating life by just simply getting a fresh lineup every week. All right, let's get into the video, right?
Okay, before he gets into the video, do you really put so much emphasis on a guy's freshness or clean look like you just stated?
Okay, so on a professional level, I'm going to have to say yes, because if anybody, girl or guy, shows up to the event looking ratchet and busted, then it's kind of a poor reflection on themselves.
Got you.
It's a poor reflection on you, because you never know when you go to interact with people what kind of opportunity you could get. You could go to a function thinking, oh, this is just like a barbecue, this is just like a meeting, we're just gonna have a couple drinks, nothing important.
So you're
here.
saying just be at your best.
Yeah, because you never know who you can meet, and you should always be presentable. You don't have to look like a movie star every time you go somewhere, but you definitely need to take that good maintenance and just be presentable for if an opportunity presents itself. You want them to remember you and your charisma or your intelligence, and not like, oof, that person had a busted haircut.
Got you. Got you. Okay. Well, what about you on a personal level?
Me on a personal level, I don't know. When I love somebody, I feel like I just love them so much that I'm just like, you look so...
Okay, let's rewind. Let's rewind first.
I'm a blinded by
love
person.
Let's rewind before the love happens, the initial interaction, hanging out thing.
I feel like within reason, I would not be interested in talking to somebody that didn't take good care of themselves. Okay. Because that would kind of let me know, like, you don't take good care of yourself. You probably have a messy ass house. You probably don't eat healthy. You probably like aren't, you're not somebody that I can commit to and build with, because you don't even respect yourself enough to take good care of yourself. And,
Okay.
you know, your presentation, I know it sounds shallow, but your presentation is a reflection kind of who you are to everybody else if they don't know you.
Gotcha.
You could be the smartest, most wonderful person in the whole
But if you don't
world,
look
talented,
like it.
creative. But if you show up in the sweats, bust a haircut, haven't taken a shower in 3 days, you could lose out on a lot of good interactions and opportunities. So within reason, I'm not like super high maintenance. You don't have to have like the Rolex on and the name brand outfit
just be
every
clean,
day.
just be cool.
But
Don't
you
be
know,
handsome,
hop in the shower
Yeah,
at least
get
once
the
a day,
hygiene right.
brush
Gotcha.
your teeth.
Cool.
You know, just basic stuff for me.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's get into the video. I didn't mean to ramble. All right, bro. So today, bro, we're talking about why men and women can't just be friends. And I got a DM from one of my subscribers, and he goes, "Hello, FitX. I cheated on my ex, but she didn't know. She cheated on me and later dumped me. After a year, she has now come back and she wants to be friends with me. Do you think we should be friends? I'm really not sure how to attend to this." So,
before he gets into what he's about to say, give me some quick advice. 30 seconds. What would you tell this person?
First of all, if you're asking for advice from a YouTuber that you don't even know for relationship advice, I feel like you kind of know your answer. Because I'm not out here like asking some stranger on the internet, like, what do you think I should do for my personal relationship? I feel like if I have
Well, hold on. I have to push you back on that because that I don't agree with that 100% because it could be the same thing that you asking a person that you don't know some financial advice, but their whole entire channel is about finances. So I have to push you back on that. All his videos are about dating. He talks about dating, blah blah blah, studies, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
blah,
but
blah.
the context is different in that because it's kind of helping you gear up financially for your career or what have you. He's talking about his toxic ex that he cheated on or she cheated on him.
Yeah.
First of all, 2 red flags. She cheated on you. You cheated on her. Y'all obviously don't really respect each other's emotions that highly because you wouldn't have hurt each other.
So dead the whole entire everything.
I mean, what for? Like, why entertain her?
I don't know. I don't know how long they've known each other. Did they grow
They
up?
both probably know why they're even interacting with each other.
Yeah.
And it's probably to like hook up or they're bored, they're lonely. I don't think it's... And if let's just say that he starts hanging out with her again and he catches feelings.
Then it's going to be worse.
Now you're going to be right back to the same situation. Y'all are going to have a toxic relationship because she's going to be like, oh, I'm just going to the gym, honey. And you're going to, like I just said,
second guess because you're insecure,
like,
blah, blah, blah.
Is she really at the gym? And then she's like, oh, I'm just going out with my girlfriends. Oh, I didn't want to drink and drive, so I stayed over at my friend Marcus's house.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Just why do you want to put yourself through the stress? Just go get a haircut or something.
Just so your advice, your quick advice would be dead the entire thing, move on to someone else.
I just don't think if y'all both had, the only relationship y'all have had is you cheated on her and her cheated on you.
What's the point of
that sets the precedent for the whole relationship.
Okay,
and
cool.
so I mean there's nothing wrong with like y'all apologizing to each other and say, hey, I want to keep it cool, I want everything to be smooth between us. If we ever come across each other at work or at a function, we'll shake hands, we'll give a hug, we'll be respectful. That's fine.
But not going out of our ways to put each other in each other's lives.
But actually hanging out with her, and he might not even be thinking that he's gonna catch feelings for her. But he could hook up with her for a couple times, couple weeks goes by, she's getting a little bit smarter, more intelligent, she's been looking good, she's been at the gym, you know, and he starts catching feelings for her. And now he's getting jealous, and now he's getting paranoid. And now, you know what I'm saying? And he's just putting himself through unnecessary stress.
Heartache, and stress.
When he could just be focusing on himself. And if he is going to spend any of his time that is so important on another female, it's going to be a female that deserves it.
All right, so move on.
him and his ex broke up. He cheated on her. She cheated on him. Who knows? I promise you, bro. She probably cheated on you first. You just found out later, right? But she cheated on him. He cheated on her. Now he's wondering, can they just be friends? Guys, men and women we cannot be friends. Men and women cannot just be friends. This is not how it is meant to be when it comes to life, right? Men and women are supposed to mate and create offspring. This is what life is, right? We're not meant to just be friends, especially with no chick that you had a past with. It is not possible. Stop trying to be just friends with chicks. It doesn't work. There are 3 reasons why. Number 1, bruh. One person is going to want somebody more than the other person, right? There's no such thing as equality, guys, when it comes to relationships. Right? I'm just gonna break it down. There's no such thing. All this 50-50 compromise crap, there's no such thing. There's no such thing as 50-50. Somebody's gonna want somebody more than the other person. It is in your benefit, bro, that she wants you more than you want her. Because how women operate, if you want her more than she wants you, she's going to be searching for the best option. You can legitimately like a girl. You can care for a girl. But you need her to like you more, right? Because she's more submissive that way. She's more cooperative that way. If she sees that you want her more, she's not going to be cooperative. She's not going to be as submissive as you want. And she's going to be subconsciously putting herself out there for the next high-value male, for the next best option. This is how women operate.
Is that true?
First of all, I would put $500 on the table right now. This guy has read The Art of Seduction.
Okay.
I want to read. I feel like it's a book. I feel like he's read The Art of Seduction, and I feel exactly where he's coming from. But it's interesting to hear the opposite perspective because you only hear it from a girl. And I've always felt like I should want the guy to want me more. That way, he's not like distracted by other girls that come across.
Okay.
So for me to hear the opposite way that guys are actually like wanting the girl to be all about them. And then hearing why they want her to be all about, because it's just interesting to me because like you don't ever hear any guys actually talk about them feeling a little insecure and them feeling vulnerable. And he's not even saying like, well, it's because you don't want her to go run off and cheat on you and find somebody else. Yeah. But that's really what he's saying.
Yeah, because women have more options to begin with, so that's why they want you. He wants her to care more about him, so she's not entertaining all those other options.
And then women are insecure and paranoid because they don't want their man to be out here having a baby here and there, or catching something and bringing it back to them, or spending resources that are supposed to be for us, like everywhere else in the world besides the home. So it's just interesting to me, like to hear. I never heard somebody put it like that.
Let's get it.
As a male, honestly,
She's about to overdose.
Right? It's never gonna be equal. Somebody's always gonna want somebody more. She's always gonna want you more, or you're gonna want her more. So being friends doesn't work. You got guys thinking that they could sneak their way into the draws by being friends. It does not work. Never use that approach. Never use that approach. Never. Right? Trying to be friends with a girl to get her to eventually like you makes you look weak. Yeah. It makes you look weak. This guy that you DM me, right? His chick wants to be just friends. If he accepts that, she's going to run him. You gotta make it clear, bro. Like, hey, we had a past. You cheated on me. Whatever went down, you cheated on her, whatever. You guys got to discuss that and get over that. You can't just be friends with her, right? What's going to end up happening is y'all going to end up spending more and more time together, and things are going to happen, and then you're going to be right back to square one. She's going to be cheating on you again because she sees that you have no respect for yourself, right? I guarantee you, bro, she cheated on you first. I promise you she cheated on you first. And if you accept her back as just friends and you start dating her again, she's not going to respect you, right? The second reason why men and women cannot just be friends, bro, is because it's too toxic. Right? It's too much drama, right? It's never gonna chime well, right? When you guys are pretending. What this dude wants to do is he wants to pretend that he can just be friends with his ex-girlfriend. He knows it's not gonna happen. She knows it's not gonna happen. So you guys are just lying to each other for the whole time, and then you wonder why it's not gonna work out, right? It's too toxic. You wanna be in a relationship with a girl where everything is clear. You want to be in a relationship with a girl where everything is black and white. Hey, baby, either we're going to be platonic or we're going to be romantic. You guys understand that? Platonic or romantic. It's nothing in between, right? You can't go back and try.
I see you over there shaking your head, moving and jogging.
Like that. I like what he's saying. Okay. I'm like, I like that he's being real and honest in a way that's not too like structured. And I really appreciate that because he's 100% correct. There really is. It's like, when you make a friend or you make a connection, immediately like, oh, I'm attracted to this person, And when you start, if you consider somebody a friend, and let's say that you're fighting with your girlfriend, right? She's freaking out, she's stressing you, she's making you whatever, you feel like y'all are gonna break up soon. And then your best friend Sarah comes over with a bottle of wine to help you feel a little bit better. You know, and you're already sad. You're already in a negative place. But Sarah's being so nice to you. She's being so smiley and happy. Good. She's distracting you. But that's because Sarah's not your girlfriend. That's because Sarah's not in this situation that you're in. She can come outside of the whole box and distract you, and it'll be a momentary fix. But it's there's not anything real there. And so he's 100% correct. I don't think that two people, especially if they're two people that A, are attracted, B, attracted to each other. Like, how do you just hang out with someone and go to the movies and go to coffee and go to dinners and go to the
club,
and
not go to the next step,
not when you're feeling a little vulnerable, a little sad, a little lonely, like once. It's just normal human like intention, I feel like, to want to be kissed and loved and cared about. And when you're in a sad place with someone that you already care about because they're your friend, it's just real easy to take it to the next level. It's very comfortable to take it to the next level. So he's right.
Okay.
I can't argue.
Try to be platonic with a girl you've been romantic with. It doesn't work. You guys have already shared feelings. That's why I'm encouraging you guys to let relationships go. I don't understand why y'all just can't. You guys cannot seem to let women go, right? It's something deep down that I feel like my guys are having trouble with. You can't. You have some. I feel like a lot of men have some deep insecurities that they are not willing to share or talk about. Right? What is the problem? Talk to me, bro. Let me know. Let me know in the comments what's going on with y'all. Let me know, guys. Share it with me. This is a safe space. Why can't y'all let girls go? If a girl cheated on you and you know you guys had a tough break, why do you still want her? Tell me the truth. Be honest with FedEx. Tell me what is really going on. Why do you still want this girl to be a part of your life? Are you lonely or don't you have options?
I feel like it's because of two things. You don't have options and the ego of it. Of like, once it's mine, it's always mine type of thing. And
the familiarity, you know? Like there's not, when you meet somebody new that you've never been intimate with or like, and you don't know their background, what they've been through and all that information, I feel like when there's somebody that you have been intimate with for years, it's just comfortable. You know how to kiss them, you know how to hold them, you know what they like and what they don't like. And then when it's a complete stranger, like it's just a clean slate. You're starting all over. You don't know if they're crazy. You don't know if they might try to steal your watch. You know what I'm saying? Like
triggers.
There's so much stuff that could happen, and so that's why guys, they want to go back to that familiarity, that comfort, that thing that kind of makes them feel a little bit better.
I think the number one reason though is the option reason, and I feel like most guys don't have that many options. So when they finally do get a quote unquote good option, they can't jump to another good option because they rarely get good options. That's what I feel like for sure. It's probably
which it seems like guys really do have all the options, but they really
no, they don't.
They don't.
They don't.
And then the options they do get is usually pretty poor quality.
Thank you. Moving on.
I think the real problem is you don't have options. You have not met other girls that you like. Right? And the problem is, if you're not consistently dating, if you're not consistently improving yourself, you're not going to meet newer and better girls. So you're going to always fall into that trap of going back to your ex. And it's going to be the same cycle over and over. This is why guys can't let go of their ex-girlfriends. This is why guys try to pretend to be friends. This is why guys try to use the back door, the friendship route, to try to, be with a girl. It does not work. Right? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Stop trying to do it. Bro, be honest with yourself, bro. Be honest with her. As much as she doesn't want to hear, you got to be like, hey, we can't be friends. We've already had a past. So either, I'm not trying to be romantic with you again, or that's it. Don't give her another avenue to be a part of your life after she already messed you over. But bro, I can guarantee you that girl cheated on him first. But he wants to feel good about himself and say he cheated on her. Bro, I promise you, bro, before you had a chance to cheat on her, she's been cheating on you. Guys, women manipulate breakups. A woman, listen, bro, if she was behaving properly, if she was doing everything, she was supposed to do, you would never cheated on her, right? Because they know what they're doing. Women know what they're doing. If she's submissive, sweet, caring, fixing you dinner, lunch, breakfast every day, you're not gonna go nowhere.
That's a lie.
How simple guys are. So if she's not doing that,
okay, hold on.
That's definitely a lie because I've been cheated on many times, and I am the most. I challenge a female to come right here, right now, and stand before me and say, like, I feel like I've always been someone that tried to cook, clean, take care of everything, bring you little gifts, bring you little surprises, make myself look as pretty as I can for you, send you encouraging messages, be your biggest cheerleader. Like, I try so hard to be so perfect, do everything, be that dream girl that you're searching for, still would get cheated on. I don't think it's a reflection of me or the relationship. I think that was more of a reflection of the person either just not being consciously aware of their decisions and how he's talking about, hanging out with friends and people that you're comfortable with and just like you're opening up the opportunity to happen. So definitely the narrative of like, if your girl's doing everything right, you wouldn't cheat on her. I don't think that's true. I think there's plenty of women and guys that are out here both doing it right, both working hard, both being good in their relationships, men and women that both get played, that both get emotionally manipulated and used and hurt. And you could be as wonderful and great as you can. And I don't think that you should, if you are a good person and you really did try and give it your all, then, I mean, I don't think that you should think, oh, well, if he cheated, it must have been something that I didn't do. I don't think that's true. I think sometimes people are just messed up.
But here's my pushback. I agree with all the things that you just said, but I think he's not necessarily talking about it from a standpoint of you being good. I think he's talking about it from a standpoint that women know how to manipulate. So maybe being good wasn't the option to keep those guys in your life. Maybe have a little bit of push-pull, or a little bit of a mysteriousness, or a little bit of falling back and then making him chase you and, going back and forth. I think he's coming from the perspective of women just know how to manipulate men. So if she does these certain items, he should be able to stay type of thing. Not necessarily that if she was good and she did all the good stuff that he was going to stay. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I guess I just got triggered because I don't like that narrative, because I know that there are really guys out here that honestly were, they are good in their relationships. They really do try. They try to work hard. They try to do everything right by their girl, and then the girl will still, go off and do something. And then they're heartbroken and they're hurt. And then guys are out here thinking like, well, what's wrong with me? Was I not jacked enough? Did I not have enough money? Did I not have good enough clothes? And then they start going all these places in their head. In reality, there might have not been anything wrong with it.
But but I don't agree with the last part of your statement that there's might not be something wrong with them. I agree with the first part of if you are being good, you would think that you would get good in return. But I feel like life in general doesn't work like that. For instance, if you know you have something, you know you have something. So if someone is a little bit more fall back, okay, the other person's like, what the fuck is going on? Why if I did this small little thing, she walked away, or she can walk away at any moment. I think those good people that you talk about, their other partner feels like that they can do anything and then the other person would stay. Versus, I set a boundary. If you pass that boundary, I'm out the door.
But which is exactly, again, like the reflection of the initial person that isn't really doing anything wrong. They kind of just got the crappy end of the stick to where that person just, you might have not really done anything wrong. You shouldn't sit there and beat up yourself and, develop all these insecurities probably that I'm sure guys,
Yeah.
It's
I
probably,
think both. I think
it's
guys
probably
and girls.
worse for guys, honestly. I think when a guy gets cheated, like, I feel like when a guy is actually honest in his relationship, faithful, loyal,
it hurts.
works hard, and they get cheated on, maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like that probably does affect them on so many levels that they're not even aware of than with girls. Because it's like a girl, she gets cheated on, all girls get cheated on pretty much. That's like normal, whatever. It's wrong, it's messed up, and then girls will be emotionally destroyed. But I almost feel like for a guy, because it's more difficult probably for a guy to just,
I think he's going against his nature to actually be monogamous with you.
When a guy is being super disciplined, because it does take a lot of discipline for guys these days to focus on just their girlfriend, not go to the strip club, not hook up with their ex, not Snapchat with other girls, not, like, there's so many different things that you could do. And I feel like when a guy is actually super disciplined and it's
then still get cheated on,
it probably destroys him. And if it's a good looking guy that is fit, he's got a good job, he's got a good head on his shoulders, he probably does sit there and he's trying to break down, why did she cheat on me? What didn't she get here that she got there.
Yeah.
And then he's in his head, and then it's messed up because now in his next relationship, he's probably going to still
think about that.
You know,
and
try to
not
let
mo-
his guard down and
Yeah.
relax, but he's going to wonder, like, what's she doing? Is she doing the same thing?
Yeah.
It's
So,
just
okay.
a vicious cycle.
It is.
She's giving you the opportunity to go mess up or go do what you want to do so she can do what she really want to do. When guys break up with girls, they don't really break up with girls. The girl manipulated that. The girl encouraged that by bad behavior. Women know how to behave properly, right? So stop trying to, don't give her opportunity to be toxic again. That is too toxic. And finally, bro, men and women cannot be friends because she's not going to respect you. Guys, at the end of the day, if a woman does not respect you, nothing is gonna work, right? I'm gonna go back to this example. Bro, she knows you have feelings for her. She knows you guys dated before. She can never respect you if you take her back as just friends. She can never respect you if you don't set boundaries. She can never respect you if you don't be a guy that shows that you respect yourself more than anything else, right? A lot of guys are so caught up into companionship. You would rather just be with a girl. You would rather just have a girl on your side than to set boundaries because you're afraid of losing them, right? Now you can't establish that respect. She must respect you, guys. I told you guys, when the girl messes me over, you on a lifetime punishment. You are going to jail for life. I want you to suffer. You mess me over. You don't give me an opportunity, or you do some fugazi stuff for me. Okay, you're going to be set in lifetime jail. I want you to watch my life. I want you to watch the glow up from afar. I want you to suffer and realize that, man, I messed up. She can't realize that she messed up if you give her another chance. And she will always respect you. Even though you don't give her a chance to be a part of your life again, she will always respect you. And I would much rather that. I would much rather a girl respect me than for her to disrespect me. I would much rather a girl respect me than not to be with her at all. If me being with her means I'm not gonna have respect, she's not gonna be submissive, she's not gonna be cooperative, I would much rather not even be with her just to get the respect. Because once you get back with this chick, bro, once you let her come back in your life as just friends, she knows that you're weak. She knows that you don't have options. No true high-value guy with options is going to let that kind of stuff go on, cheating go on, and then let the girl just walk back into his life. I don't care if it's been 10 years. It's over. It's over. You are going to sit in jail, baby, for years. For years and forever. You don't get a second chance in me, right? Because I'm a high-value guy. There are millions and billions of girls who are waiting to have the opportunity with me. That's my mentality. That's what I want you guys to have. So I'm not giving her ex a second chance, right? Because I know she's not going to respect me. If you let her walk back into your life after she cheated on you, she's not going to respect you, bro. She's going to do it again. She's going to mess over you again. She's going to cheat again, right? And, hey, you let me come back. So, guys, people only learn from consequences, right? Being nice, being forgiving, that's not how it works. When you're forgiving with women, they do it again. Oh, she's gonna act like she's sorry. She's gonna act like she's changed, but she never really changed. Oh, okay, you gave me a second chance to come back in your life after I messed you over. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Might not be that day, might not be that month, might not be in a few months, but I guarantee you, she's going to go back to what she was doing before that caused you guys to break up. And
okay. Do you let guys that have done you wrong back into your life?
Okay. That's a very heavy question because have I done that? Many, many times.
Okay.
And that all stems from like my personal flaws that I have to where I have like just issues from like growing up, childhood, abandonment, stuff like that. To where when I love somebody, I always want to love them. I always want to be there for them. I don't want to abandon you. I want to believe in you. I want to give you another chance. I want to think that you can do better. I want to know that, you know what I'm saying? I try not to just be like, oh, which when that was so powerful what he said, like people only learn from consequences because it's 100% correct. I feel like the consequences are really what kind of force people to change their behaviors.
Yeah.
And so now where I'm at now, we've already talked before, like where my boundaries are. I have like very strict boundaries and high boundaries, but it's also to protect myself.
because of how you used to be.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
And like, I don't want it, like how he's talking about, you know, get back with the toxic girl. She's going to cheat on you again. You're wasting your time. You're wasting your money. You're wasting all these. It's the same thing in the female perspective, because you're literally allowing someone to pretty much manipulate you, to use you, to abuse you, take advantage of your love that you have for them, which is one of the most messed up things I think you can do to someone when you know that that person truly does love you. And you're just willing to take without caring. That's really messed up.
I feel like the whole world is moving like that.
That's why I keep, when I said, like, I feel like there needs to be more research done about everything that's going on right now in our culture, because I could kind of see, I always see the different things that could happen possibly, and I could see to where this could go really wrong.
Gotcha.
I could see to where, like, in our culture, it's going to be to where you have to be like a beautiful, badass bitch to survive.
Yeah.
And you got to be willing to just kind of, you know, let everybody see what you got and move in a different way that you might not even truly connect with. And yeah, you could say, like, I'm empowered, I'm financially independent, and all these things. But at the same time, like, we have no idea how you're going to... Anybody can feel different in 5 years from now.
Exactly.
I've done things 5 years ago that I would never do now.
Which are you still, so to this day, do you block the person out of your life, or they can still, you know, be in your life, or is it, I just don't want to ever talk to you again type of deal with your past relationships that done you wrong?
I've told every single person that I've ever dated, like, once it's over, I'm a ghost to you.
Okay.
We're not Facebook friends. We're not Instagram friends. We're not Snapchatting each other here and there everywhere.
Yeah.
We're not gonna go sneak out to the bar and have a drink.
Of course, yeah.
Just because, like, why even open up that door?
Yeah.
Why would I do that to either of us?
I like the Instagram and the Facebook part, because
that's a portal to your life.
No. I don't agree with that, because you can obviously just not message them back, but it's a portal to your life in the aspect of you can see my life grow up and the progression of it. And it's like, damn, I really messed up. Just like he said, that the person could just watch your life. So yeah, me personally, you know, some people block numbers. I just never block numbers. I just don't respond. So maybe some people just don't have, you know, they just don't want the temptation just to be able, the person to try to jump into their life to be able to respond. But for me personally, I could just not respond. So
I think it matters on the dynamic of the relationship, and like for people like me or whoever he's talking about, or probably even him, because I feel like he's been hurt before. Honestly, I feel like he's been hurt real deeply.
Shit. Here the comments go. Let's get it.
He's probably been hurt before. He's probably been emotionally abused, manipulated. And I feel like that's where a lot of the things that he's saying, it's coming right from that.
Gotcha.
And you could kind of feel that he's been there. He really does feel what he's talking to you about right now.
And he knows from experience, yeah. Okay.
And it's probably, for some people, it might be healthier for you to block them, because maybe if you know you're weak, and you know when you're around that person and all they have to do is say, I love you, I'm so sorry.
And it makes you
might get a little weak.
No, I get it.
One night when you're a little lonely and crazy stuff's going on, and you see the White House is getting broken into, and you know, you might be like, oh, maybe it would be nice to have somebody here with me.
Yeah, exactly.
And if that door's already open, and that person, obviously, if they cheated on you in the past, they probably don't truly, genuinely care about your emotional well-being.
Or respect you, yeah.
And they're just probably going to come right back in where they did before. Take.
And to summarize all of this, you agree or disagree with what his points were?
He made some very, very strong points that I had never in my life heard from a man.
Okay.
I've never in my, he seems like a very strong person, but he got vulnerable in a way where he was still strong. You get, like, he never dropped his, like, a lot of times when you become vulnerable and honest, you kind of have to
drop that,
expose your belly. You know what I'm saying? You have to let people kind of see. And I feel like he stayed very strong in his opinion and who he is, while still stating the facts that are true to him.
That was vulnerable to him.
And I see 100% where he's coming from. Like, you can't be friends because you're going to go right back into that toxic relationship, and you're going to go right back to spending time and money, when imagine all the money and time that could have been spent on
someone else,
or someone else. But especially like how you were saying earlier, I always tell guys and girls, like, invest your resources in yourself and build yourself up as best as you can.
100%.
Be as articulate as you can, as intelligent as you can, as culturally
physical in shape
conscious
as you can.
just
all that.
be your best. That way you're not sitting here trying to get something else to keep you warm. You're resonating warmth from yourself because you're firm in who you are. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's bars. That's real. We can just end it right on that. Where can they find you? Danessa
Aurea, or Magical Intentions, Instagram, Facebook.
Okay. And talk to them. So it's your boy Don Jaye. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it. Make sure you subscribe. If you want to follow her on Instagram, links will be in the description below. Join the Patreon army. I'm out. Peace.